There was a question that came up a few days ago about what plane of reality do I live on? I had to take a few moments and really reflect on that question. First of all, please understand that I do not consider myself to be any different than anyone else. I'm a human being here living on this 3D plane of consciousness that we all have collectively agreed to call Earth. Whatever Earth is. A plane of existence, a planet, a flat field, a dimension, a construct. Those things I really don't have the answer to, so I choose to just label Earth as a plane or dimension of reality. And within reality, there are infinite possibilities and potentials for what the observer, me, you, everyone else on this earth experiences or observes and then experiences. So the question of what plane of reality I live in really is determined upon how am I choosing to observe my world? How am I choosing to perceive not only my outer world, but most importantly, my inner world, my state of consciousness, my thoughts, my feelings, my beliefs, my perceptions, my judgments? All of these play a role in what plane of reality I'm living in at that moment in time. Because it changes every microsecond of the day. With every heartbeat and every fleeting moments of memories or expectations or obligations or to-do lists or news, all affects the outcomes of how we are choosing to place what we are choosing to place our awareness on, and how we are choosing to uphold and observe our own feelings, our inner realities, and how these inner realities become a mirror of the dimension or plane of consciousness that we are living in. Every moment of how we choose to observe and reflect upon our inner reality and our state of awareness, we have the ability to shift into different dimensions. And let's just label these, for the sake of ease, higher dimensions or lower dimensions. I consider higher dimensions to be those of unconditional love and compassion and goodwill, the virtues of humankind that drive us to be better, to be honorable, helpful, unified, loving, all of those things that even when I say these words, your heart just reaches out and you don't know from your intellectual mind, you know from how those words make your heart feel. And when your heart is feeling in that way, you are living in a higher dimension. And so I believe that we porpoise out of these dimensions all the time as human beings. How can we not? with the distractions and the fears and the fighting. All of this keeps us stuck in these lower realities that hold us hostage to our judgments and our fears and our anger and our hate and all of those things that we'd rather not go to. We'd rather not live there. As humans, we really were never designed to live in that place. But whether you say fortunately or unfortunately, that we get to choose. We get to place our awareness on those higher realities of love and light, compassion, forgiveness, peace. And we also get to choose to place our awareness on those lower realities that drag us down, keep us stuck, keep us separated, divided, fighting. I'm not saying this is easy. Every day, I ride that roller coaster of realities. The one that brings me up into the joy and the love and the unified awareness of cosmic consciousness. The one where I am beyond specific outcomes or expectations or judgments, and I only see the peace and possibilities of how our reality, how our realm of reality can transcend from its current state of fear and division, fighting, judgments, anger. But then, of course, because I am just like you and everyone else, my attention often becomes distracted by these fears, by the news, by other people's actions and words and judgments and expectations, and my own fears and worries and judgments and expectations. All of that plays a role in this roller coaster of riding those realities, porpoising in and out between the awareness of 3D consciousness and rising up to what is often labeled as 5D consciousness or higher consciousness, higher awareness. And the more you start turning your attention in and away from the programs of our collective consciousness, your higher consciousness becomes attuned and activated to this divine source energy within you, this remembrance of the love, light, beauty, and truth of who you are as a being of eternal life and infinite creation. So as I end my very long-winded answer to what reality do I live in, I will say, it all depends on my state of being in any given moment. Where my attention goes, my reality flows.